What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live, guys, is going to be on 12 handcuffs that you should be getting off your waiver wires or just drafting on your team if you haven't drafted already to make your team a beast, guys. Yes. So, guys, today I got Pretty Richie in the building. Yes, guys.
What's
Pretty
going
Richie,
on,
what's up,
fellas?
bro?
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? How's the
Yes,
community
guys.
doing? I love the community. The Discord is popping. Your lives is popping. I love this stuff, man. It's ridiculous how much I love it. I'm surprised I didn't find you earlier, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. Hey, listen. You see, you had to go deep in the algorithm to find me. They don't put
Yeah,
me up there top, man. You a guy, you like me. You going through everybody video to find your player, right? And that was the only way I got found by a lot of guys. They were like, man, why they never put your videos up? YouTube
right,
don't they ain't decided to push me yet. I don't know
right.
why, man. I've been doing this for a while, but I think it's gonna happen, man. I believe it's about to happen at any
Oh yeah,
time.
no
So I'm gonna
doubt.
keep putting out content. And guys, we got over these technical difficulties. We ready to go and do some videos right now.
Yes.
So I'm glad about that. And yeah, Richard, just go ahead and shout out your stuff, man, and tell everybody where they can find your stuff on the website, on Discord and all that.
Well, right now I got a live Discord. It's called PrettyRichie. It's real easy. Or PrettyRichie 1111. I'm setting up a Patreon. It's in the process of being approved at this time. Once that is approved, I'll send it to you because we know if you the founder of this here, man. You make this happen. So I'm gonna make sure that I get it to you so you can make sure that everybody else in the community gets it. I'm the Robin to your Batman, man.
Yes, sir, brother. No, bro, we doing this together, brother, because yeah, I put in the work on this channel for a while, but I needed somebody to come in that had knowledge that I could trust, and that's not an easy thing to find, brother. You put in the work, you come
No,
to the chat every time, and I always
yes,
be like, well, what you think, TD? I think this, and I like that you beat to your own drum. You weren't gonna say, well, what did you say, TD? Well, what did you
right,
say, TD? Well, what you say, TD? It don't matter what I said, right? So I love
exactly,
that.
exactly.
But I'm trying to. So let me speak. What's up, Matt Galloway? What's up, bro? He said, "What's good, brothers?" Yes, sir. And Martin Castillo. He says, "Cutting edge, bro. Doing my last draft today. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. Hopefully, I can help you out. Get you ahead, bro. And also, um, let me see. He says, "What a great draft last night by you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let me find. I got to do something for my homie Castillo real quick. Let me. If anything, if you want to finish shouting out some things, let me find this picture that I'm looking for real quick. If you want to shout out some things, Richard, while I'm doing this, because I got to do something
The
for.
draft that we had in our Gangster Paradise, man, that was off the hook. That's a very competitive league. Um, a lot of trades is going to take place. You just got to be careful, man. The sharks is out there,
Yes,
But
sir.
they follow you, so they know me, they know you, they know our content. That's one of the things with being a fantasy football content creator. You get sniped a lot during drafts because people know your train of thought. It's rough out there, man. Every year it gets tougher and tougher, but it's fun though. At the same time, it's addictive. So I think we're gonna be there, man. We're gonna definitely be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let me see. Save to photos. Okay. Yep. All right. Let me bring you on this photo real quick, bro.
Yeah,
There we
definitely just
go.
click the like button. No, it definitely
Yes,
helps the
yes,
algorithms
guys.
to just let it be known that we out there doing our thing too. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people they go to the consensus. People that's been out there, CBS, ESPN, they've been out there for a long time. So it's no hate on them, but at the same time, they're not the only ones that could do this. Really not.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. And guys, this is my homie Martin Castillo right here. Before we get started, I want to just go and because I told him I was going to show him with his shirt, and I'm gonna do it. And then, guys, as you got a shirt, you send me a picture. I'm gonna shout you out, and I'm gonna show the picture to everybody. And I appreciate my homie. He been showing support for the channel for just as long as Richie has, probably. So let me do this real quick. Look out for my homie. Yes, sir. There you go, guys. That's Martin Castillo with the shirt.
Nice. That yellow is hot too. I like that.
Yeah, he got that. Yeah, he got that yellow.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my homie right there, guys. He got the shirt. So, guys, if you want the shirt, hey, hit me up. Show support to the channel. If you go to OnlyFans, I send you a shirt for free. All you gotta do is sign up for $10 a month, right? So I send you a shirt for free, guys. That's all you gotta do is sign up for OnlyFans. And so let me see. Stop sharing. Okay, Richie. So with no further ado, man, let's go ahead and get started, man. We got 8 people in here. So, bro, you the guest. You go ahead first. Who's your first hand? I'm not doing any rankings. I just got 12 guys for you. I don't do rankings. So you want to pick a guy out of that? That's fine. But Richie, you can do yours in rankings if you want to. So go ahead.
Okay,
bro. Go with your first.
Like, this is in no particular order, but I love Nyheim Hines this year. Even though Jonathan Taylor is projected to be the workhorse, but Indianapolis, they're not stupid. They're not going to just run him into the ground. They see what happened to the Christian McCaffreys and the Dalvin Cooks. They're not going to want to just run Jonathan Taylor out there into the ground. Plus, he's still young. He's the face of the franchise. So they're going to want to do that. And plus, Matt Ryan is there now. He loves to pass the ball and check downs and stuff like that. So he's definitely going to get Nyheim Hines involved. The coaching staff has been talking about it. Question is, they've been saying it for 2 years now, though. So, three times is a charm. So I'm going to sit there and Nyheim Hines is definitely on my radar. Like, I've been trying to target him anywhere between rounds 8, 9, and 10 this season, just to make sure that I get him.
Okay, and I love that you put the rounds in there. Me, I don't put rounds because, man, it's so different in each draft, right? You might have to take them super early in one draft, and you might get them at the end of another draft. It just depends on your bench spots, right? So exactly. I kind of just tell people, and that's why I feel like everybody's league is very personal. But that's why I feel like I'm ahead of the curve. I'm on cutting edge content. We're doing OnlyFans because I can help you very personable. People telling you, yeah, go ahead, cut that player and do this. They ain't looked at your lineup or nothing. They don't know what type of league you in, what type of scoring system. And so I don't like telling guys to do things without actually looking at their team and studying it for a while.
Right, because you need to know what they know. You need the full picture to see exactly what they need. Just because a player is good or is a sleeper doesn't go well with the chemistry of that team in order to move forward.
There you go.
If you can't start him, he ain't no good.
There you go. You preaching. And I love the Nyheim. He's on my list, but I'm not talking about him first. But yes, Nyheim Hines is on my list, guys. And I think this probably could be the number 1 handcuff. We didn't rank him, but this is probably the number 1 handcuff. This guy, they're not going to run Jonathan Taylor in the ground early. Now, I feel like Nyheim Hines is going to have great value early. I think he's going to have a floor of 10 points and a ceiling of 16, 17 points. Nice. Playing with Jonathan Taylor. The first 6 or 7 weeks, the first 2 quadrants of the season. Right. Now, when playoff time comes, when it get cold, Jonathan Taylor going to eat. And he's going to be healthy. And he's going to be healthy because Nyheim.
But don't forget, Indy play inside. Don't they play inside?
Yes, they do. But that's not all their games, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. So, they got Jonathan Taylor running back like that in case they got to go on the road in the playoffs and play a cold game, right? Yeah. They can win that game, right?
Yes.
So Nyheim Hines is going to spell him, and then he's going to keep Jonathan Taylor healthy for all out to the first 2 quadrants, and then going into that last little quadrant where right before the playoffs start.
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor's going to be super healthy.
Exactly.
So that's the new way, guys. Nobody wants to give their guy 400 carries. Nobody wants to do that. They want to give him all the goal line carries, but give him, spell him a little bit, right? Even Emmitt Smith was spelled a little bit.
Right.
So guys, So guys, let me move on. Now, Joe, they're not, man, my channel isn't eligible for the super chats yet. That's why I have to, and I'm looking at my time because people have to have a certain amount of time watch. So it's 4,000 hours. I think I'm around 3,500. So I think I need 500 more hours. We should knock this out early in the year after the first 6 weeks, right? Especially with the value took up in the views. But my first guy, and I'm hitting Richie where it hurts, is A.J. Dillon. This is his guy. And I love A.J. Dillon. And I've been championing A.J. Dillon ever since at work. My homie, now I knew what A.J. Dillon was, but my homie Matt was like, A.J. Dillon better than Derrick Henry. And I said, bro, what you smoking? He ain't Derrick Henry. I said, exactly. He good. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be a good NFL back, but he ain't Derrick Henry. He said, all right. So you know me, nothing's too edgy for me. So I went and done the research, and I came back and I had to give homage. I said, bro, you might be on to something.
Oh
And
yeah.
then 3 months later, they talking about he gonna catch passes. And you see what they did. This dude went out there and evolved his game. It's basically like Shaq shooting threes.
Right.
That's what he did. This
Exactly.
guy is a big back. It's 240, 250. And this dude
Exactly.
catching, he had the best catch percentage of any running backs in the whole league.
Exactly.
So, guys, AJ
Exactly.
Dillon as a handcuff is going to be an easy play. I would love to start AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. I know Richie don't play like that, but I do. I would love to start Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. And whatever happened, I would have the number one RB.
Yes.
Whatever happened, I would have the number one RB. So, guys,
Yes.
their ADP isn't like too close, too, where you can get both of these guys. So, AJ Dillon
Yes.
is a top handcuff.
Exactly. I agree wholeheartedly. I definitely had him on my list, but I don't want to, piggyback off of that because everybody knew how you feel and everything like that. So I'm gonna just go to my next guy, which is Tony Pollard from the Dallas Cowboys. There are still a lot of Ezekiel Elliott lovers out there, but I really believe that is biased because they own him on their fantasy team. Okay, I watched. I'm telling you, I was a Zeke owner for a good 3 years, so I actually seen the physical decline in his performances. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not saying he's trash because he's not. The man is very talented. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he scores touchdown. That's his role at the goal at the green zone. He getting in there. He getting that rock. Okay, so he's not going to be just trash or nothing like that. But as far as your boom. If you're playing for safety, yeah, go ahead and grab Ezekiel Elliott, but you're not going to win.
Yeah.
That's not how you win a fantasy. You got to go for the boom players. You got it. It's a calculated risk. You're going to take risks no matter what, but it's calculated because the proof is in the pudding. Tony Pollard is just more explosive at this point in the careers rather over Ezekiel Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott is another year older. We seen them we seen them play through injury last year. You know what I mean, which is good. You got to respect that. Like Travis Kelce, they players that play hurt. You got to respect that. But at the same time, you don't want your number 2 running back playing hurt. You know he hurt. He know he hurt, but he playing anyway.
No, you're right.
Right, because that messes up his stats, and the stats is going to mess up your fantasy points. Okay, and I hate to see any NFL player, anybody get hurt doing what they love to do. You know what I'm saying? I hate, highlighting a person because they get injured all the time. I hate that. But I'm just trying to get you the best the best player on your lineup in order to win the fantasy football championship. Because that's what it's about, baby.
Yep. And so the way I look at Zeke, he's right. I don't think Zeke is going to be 4 years ago Zeke where he's getting that boom. But one thing about Zeke, he reminds me of this year's James Conner. I think that's a new type of back that's coming in the league where they're gonna give you goal line carries and they're gonna give you the short yardage. Okay. So with those high targets, those valuable targets, that's gonna increase your fantasy role and keep you as a top 12 guy. So do what I believe that Tony Pollard can do more with less carries, and have 60-yard touchdowns, but Zeke gonna get all the goal line carries.
Oh yeah,
and Zeke, that offense sputtered a little bit. If that offense would have kept moving, Zeke would have kept scoring touchdowns, even though his PCL was hurt. Okay. But after they quit moving the ball like that up and down the field, it hurt Zeke numbers too. So James Conner didn't have a lot of long runs. He just got to the 3-yard line and punched it in every time.
Yes.
So I believe that's what Zeke going to do, but that doesn't still mean that I don't like Tony Pollard because I love Tony Pollard. That's another backfield that I would love to squeeze and play both of them.
Yes, absolutely.
This is a new thing in fantasy. And remember, Richard, have you ever heard a fantasy channel say play 2 guys together?
No, I heard them. They said you can, but we suggest that you don't do that. But if you had to, go ahead and do it.
I say do it. Do it.
You say do it.
Yes, and the reason why I say do it, I seen it with Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler, and it wasn't me. I was playing against a guy in the league, in the ESPN league, like 3 or 4 years ago. And this dude rolled out Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler, and I was like, bro, are you sure you want to do that? And Austin Eckler might have a 20-point game, but Melvin Gordon had a 33-point game. Ooh. And so he was still maxing out that team running backs.
Exactly.
And then a couple like 4 games, they both hit over 15 points.
Right.
And it was hard to beat that. So I
Yeah.
like that mode. And I seen with 2 tandem backfields, especially guys that everybody like Michael Carter, Breach Hall. Now, Breach Hall, I'm watching to see what he do, but I would love to try to play these guys together because Michael Carter is going to always be a great passer down back. And Breach Hall is a stud. He's big. He runs hard. So sometimes you gotta play both of them. You can't play. Well, who do I play this week? Let me say Tony Pollard. Zeke. Well, let me play Zeke. Then it's Tony Pollard. No,
exactly.
You play both of them. And then as one of them fades out, then you can know I'm gonna bench him or trade him or do something else. Right. So that's how I like to do that.
But just to be clear though, you don't suggest doing that with any NFL team, just certain teams and players, right?
Certain teams. Yes,
okay, I just wanted to clear that up.
Yes. Don't do it with everybody. No, don't do it with everybody. No, don't do that. Yeah, thank you, Richard. That helps me out because that's why I need you to come on the show, man. But yeah, not everybody, just certain guys that you do.
Right, exactly.
And I made a video, guys. Go in my catalog and look up Handcuffs.
Right.
I've talked about this video, guys that I will play together, tandem handcuffs.
Yes,
so
sir.
Let's move on, guys, to my next handcuff. And my next handcuff is Ramondre Stevenson. And guys, the reason why I'm high on Ramondre Stevenson is because Damian Harris is getting ready to be phased out. The reason why they're gonna phase Damian Harris out, he's good, he's solid, but he's not a great pass catcher. He's a little bit injury prone. And Ramondre Stevenson is just a better back with better athleticism and more explosive. So they want Ramondre to grow into the role, but they want to make sure he can protect Matt Jones. Who? Matt Jones. Who? Matt Jones. They want him to be able to protect him. So that's why Ramondre is not, they're not giving it everything to Ramondre. But guys, if by the time the middle of the year, the third quadrant come, Ramondre could have this whole backfield. And they could trade Damian Harris if he's not what they think he is, especially if Pierre Strong or somebody else help Ramondre. They ready to go in and trade Damian Harris, get some value for him before he just let him go in free agency. So I think Ramondre Stevenson, guys, is a great handcuff stash. You don't got to draft this guy too early.
You can flex him.
You can flex him. Yes, you can. You can flex him. Yes, sir. And guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Help me out, moderators. I appreciate you. And I will be getting to the chat, guys. After we go through 5 guys, both of us, we'll get to the chat. Go ahead, bitch. Go on to your guy.
Rachaad White. That's cheating though, because I just saw that that he was officially named the RB2 in Tampa Bay. The official depth chart is out. I mean, we all knew that. We've been pushing the bell on Rachaad White since the NFL draft, since where he got landed. Is plus Leonard Fournette. He comes in there. They call him Fat Lenny because he shows up, unprepared as a professional veteran running back. So a lot of people think that he's already on a short leash with that team. The only thing that scares me is Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a quarterback that is about his business. He knows Fournette. He will choose him as long as Fournette is healthy. He's going to choose and want Fournette in that backfield rather than a rookie. Okay. Now, in the event that Leonard Fournette goes down with injury and has to rest, Rachaad White automatically becomes an RB2. Automatically. I don't care what the scoring format is going to be. Rachaad White is that talented. Okay. And Tom Brady's has been known to put players in the winning position. Like Tom Brady is a guru. Like he may not be the fantasy quarterback one or nothing like that, but look at his wide receivers. Mike Evans, Godwin, they're Gronk, what they did to Gronk and everything like that. They were top of their game. He knows how to make. Fournette had a career year last year and everything like that before he got hurt. So Rachaad White, his fantasy value should be to the moon, right? I mean, everybody knew about him, but they just didn't know when. But now it's official. The cat is out the bag that he is the number 2 running back. So they're going to build off of that and keep it moving, keep it pushing. And like I said, I hate relying on an injury to happen in order for my targeted player to get in the game. But Leonard Fournette's age and his history and everything like that is on Rachaad White's side. Yeah. Especially after week 5 and 6.
Yep. I agree with that. And also, if you ain't heard this already, they said that Leonard Fournette, they want to pull down his volume a little bit early.
That's even better.
Yeah, but see, this is what I've been telling y'all about these other running backs. When I'm saying, guys, early in the season, they're not going to get that workload. Why would you work Lord Leonard Fournette and then he get a hamstring week 6 and he getting 20 touches a game? That's your fault. I say give Lenny 14 touches as long as we win in the game, and then bring in Rachaad White as we get control of the game. And that way, when we get into the playoffs and we got cold games and we need that run game, Lenny gonna be healthy. So, guys, this is what's gonna be. So, I'm giving y'all a template of way the NFL is gonna be moving. Handcuffs are gonna have a great value where you can start them as a flex early in the season. But as the season go on, they might have a better defined role, or they might go back to the original starter. But at least you will know, and at least you will be ahead of the curve. You will already squeeze that team for whatever you could get out of your fantasy weeks. Week 1 through 4, right? So you might be 4-1, and that'll be fine, right? Then you can move on and drop the guy and go and get another guy, right? So I love Leonard Fournette, but I like Rachaad White as the season go on to basically have an opportunity to take if Lenny get nicked up or anything. I think they're going to use him in the pass game anyway because the guy's explosive. But yeah, man, I love Rachaad White, bro.
Yes, sir.
So guys, my third guy that I don't want you to be looking for to pick up as a handcuff is Kareem Hunt over with Nick Chubb. And look, everybody know those handcuffs, right? Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. But the reason why I'm high on Kareem Hunt, he might get traded. So he might not even be a handcuff. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't put my phone on airplane mode, so people are trying to call me, so I apologize. But yes, guys. So Kareem Hunt might get traded, and he might not even be a handcuff no more. He might be the starter on another team, right? So this is why I got him like number 3. It ain't really no rankings, but I wanted to talk about him early. Kareem Hunt, guys, he's always been really good. If he go and get a backfield where he's the head guy,
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, because he's already got standalone flex.
Yes, he does. Already. He does. Yep. So, guys, I love Kareem Hunt to back up Nick Chubb. You can start him for 10 points, even with Nick Chubb being healthy. But if anything happens to Nick Chubb or anything, if he gets traded, you got an RB1. I would say an RB1.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So
my next guy, Alexander Madison. Okay. This new offense now with Kirk Cousins, it's going to be more high explosive. They got the division that they're in. Detroit got better. We all know what Green Bay going to do with Aaron Rodgers behind the helm. They're going to have to keep up. The Bears are getting better on offense, even though they need a little more weaponry as far in the wide receiver category. But either way, they're going to be there, okay? And the Vikings and Kirk Cousins-led offense is going to put up a lot of points, okay? They don't – Dalvin Cook, the starter, injury-prone. Everybody knows that, okay? What's the best way to protect your star running back is to give him some rest. But they want quality. They want quality rest, okay? And Alexander Madison, whenever he got the opportunity to start and everything like that, he performed. He produced. He didn't upset. I think he did one game, but
one game.
Yeah, too good from the fans perspective. But he's got the skill set and the talent to he's not Dalvin Cook, but he's definitely going to be like a low end RB2 or a low end RB1 or high end RB2 for your fantasy team in the event that Dalvin Cook go down. Would I squeeze that backfield? No, I would not squeeze that backfield because Dalvin is just too electric, and if he's healthy and he's ready to go, they're going to put him out there. And Alexander's going to be, on the bench. Too much for me. I think he's going to get 5 to 10 touches per game unless Dalvin gets hurt.
Yes.
So
yes,
but
and they might use him a little bit more this year because of Dalvin's injury history.
So would you say anywhere from 8 to 13 touches a game?
I say 8. I say they give him at least 8. They give him
at least 8.
Okay. Yeah, and to keep Dalvin, but Dalvin's gonna catch more passes, which elevates his value. I haven't been high on Dalvin, but I'm not. I know what Dalvin can be in fantasy. So he's gonna catch. What has Dalvin been catching? 40, 50 balls last couple years?
Yeah, at least.
I think he's gonna catch. He could have a chance to catch 70.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, if you own Dalvin Cook and you don't own Alexander Madison, you're in for it. Yeah, no, exactly. And you got to make that trade for him. Get that trade for Alexander Madison because 9 out of 10 times Dalvin's going to miss about 2 or 3 games, and you don't want that to be in the fantasy playoffs.
Yes, I agree 100%. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get to my fourth guy, and like I said, we got a couple more guys, and then I'm gonna get to the chat. So my fourth guy that I'm taking, guys, is James Cook. Yes, James Cook from the Buffalo Bills. And the reason why I'm high on James Cook because nobody on this team has his hands from the backfield. Zach Moss is not a pass catcher. Devin Singletary, he looks like a pass catcher, but they had to find out he's not a pass catcher. James Cook is the pass catcher. So do I believe that he's going to get the honey touches that Devin going to get? I don't know. I don't believe that. But I believe that he can catch 6 or 7 passes. Again, like he's going to have 6 or 7 targets. Do he get 6 or 7 catches? I don't know. But they're going to give them his opportunity because this is what's going to take Buffalo's offense to the next level. You're not going to let Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis and Josh Allen beat you throwing the ball. And you're not going to let Josh Allen beat you by running it anymore. If you do that, you're going to get fired as a defense coordinator. So what's the next level? That's why they got James Cook early in the draft because they want to be able to, okay, well, we're going to put our running back that's a pass catcher on your linebacker. How you going to stop that? So when you come down and run zone to stop that, then I'm going to go over top and keep killing you with Diggs and Gabriel Davis. So I believe this team is going to have one of the most efficient running backs systems in the whole NFL. Is they going to have guys rushing for 200 yards? No. But are they going to average, all of them going to average 5 yards a carry? Yes, I said what I said. Remember, I said it here. They're going to average 5 yards a carry. And the reason why is because you're going to have a light box. Remember, the light box was killing the top offensive teams last year. Kansas City was struggling. Buffalo was struggling. Everybody was putting 2 safeties back, putting them back deep. You're not throwing the ball over our head. So
right.
what the Buffalo had to do, they had to say, well, you know what? We're going to run the ball more this year. So when they started running it, all of a sudden people came back down and Josh Allen went and didn't lose another game into the playoffs. So this is the same thing. So they're going to be James Cook going to be getting those carries. Jack Moss will come in for a couple of carries, 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 or 5. But James Cook could have 10, 11 touches, 10, 11, 12 touches. Devin Single, 10, 11, 12 touches. Guys, all 3 of these guys going to touch it, but don't worry about Zach Moss. James Cook is the guy that you need to stash as a handcuff. This is not a squeeze, but it could turn into a squeeze this backfield as the season go on. As James Cook showed that I'm not
right. That okay, you said it.
Protect Josh Allen. Yep.
Because there's a lot of people on the fence between James Cook, which is a rookie, and Devin Singletary, which is the veteran there, and he played well last year. You know, I don't think they're going to reward him for that. When you play well, these NFL teams, they reward you for that.
Preach,
and, like you said, huh? That's right.
Said, preach.
Oh yeah. And when he's definitely going to get the early opportunities, especially early in the game, early in the season. But he's a little guy though. Singletary's not big, so they're going to protect him as well. So James Cook will get some good quality looks as well. And like I said, it's all about fruition. Like as the season goes on, the rookies they get to gain the trust of the starting quarterback, and the quarterback like, okay, let's put the rookie in a little bit more. I trust him with pass protection. I haven't read anything about James Cook's pass protection, but I know that they definitely trust Singletary's pass protection. They showed that was evident last year in the season that he had. Okay.
Yes, sir. I agree with you 100%, bro.
Eno Benjamin. Boom.
Okay.
I love Eno Benjamin. James Conner is known to get injured as well. Okay. But Eno Benjamin, they've been praising him all through camp. He's been doing well in camp and everything like that. And he's caught a lot of passes in college. And they took and he's Cliff Kingsbury's guy. Cliff Kingsbury drafted him. I believe it was in the last round of that draft. So that's his guy, and he brought him along nice and slowly. He had James Conner come in. Was it Chase Edmonds was there first? So he learned a lot from there. Now Chase Edmonds is in Miami, and you know the career that James Conner had last year. That's another veteran who he learned through to go in between the tackles and now the receiver tutelage that he was under with Chase. He's got a lot of experience, and he has a well-rounded game. He's very underrated because we haven't seen it at the NFL level yet. But I'm trying to tell you, now is the best time to get him because a lot of people don't know about him, so you can get him cheap. He might even still be on waivers. He might still be on waivers in some leagues, depending on how deep the league is. So if if you're on these 16 team leagues or whatever, 16 players in one league, you might want to get Benjamin if he's there, especially if you're a James Conner owner. Especially because he gets hurt. He gets hurt at least 2 or 3 times games. You don't want to get caught. You don't want to get caught with your pants down when it comes to Benjamin. He's good. That offense. They're missing DeAndre Hopkins, so they're definitely going to be checking it down a lot. And Kyler Murray is very prolific, and he makes things happen. And he's a competitor, and whatever he go scratch and fight for every yard that he can get.
Yep. When Benjamin came in last year, he looked good. When I think they had an injury with Chase Edmonds in the game, and had to come in. And was running hard. He was leaning forward. I like to see running backs that got that lean. He got that lean. He runs hard. And I think he can catch too. Now Ward, the Ward guy, I think he's a really good pass catcher, but he's been injured a little bit. But I still think is the backup. James Conner is going to catch the passes. And listen, I'm giving you something in this video that this video is not made for. But guys, I don't know if you know or not, and I'm gonna say this a little low. James Conner gonna catch like 60 or 70 passes. James Conner gonna catch passes. If he wasn't gonna catch passes, why would you let Chase Edmonds go? Right? So James Conner's gonna be used like the Austin Eckler. I hate to say it. He's a 230-pound Austin Eckler. That's what he's gonna be this year. But he's also gonna get the honey touches. So the same way you see the Chargers, how they use Austin Eckler, that is James Conner this year. I said, remember? I agree. Yes, I don't think James Conner is going to be like the number 1 RB, but if he's top 5, I would not be surprised because he's going to catch a lot of passes, and Eno's going to come in and do what James Conner did. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get the goal line touches, but he's going to get the second and 2, first and 5.
Oh, yeah.
It don't really matter. We just need somebody to spell James Conner. That's when Benjamin going to come in. So I agree with you. Benjamin is a great stash and a great handcuff. So, guys, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting-edge content, guys, for me and PrettyRichie. Yes,
that's it.
PrettyRichie, what they called him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know where I get that from, bro? You know where I get that from?
It was that Martin.
You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember the guy that played Joanna Man, right?
Yes.
They hit him for they called him PrettyRichie, and that was the high school guy that got all the girls, right? So Martin goes back to high school, and as soon as he see him, the damn show was like PrettyRichie, what they called him. right. That's how Martin used to say PrettyRichie, what they called him. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, bro. But yes, man. So let me go on to my next guy, and after this guy, guys, I'm gonna address the chat. So my 5th guy that I think is a great handcuff. And maybe he's not a handcuff anymore, but after they said some things, but I'm going to stick to it because I've been telling y'all what he was. And I think you can get him as a handcuff value, but it's Michael Carter. Listen, and Richie, I know I'm not trying to call you out, but you was high on Breach. And I told you, I said, bro, you don't, as a coach, bro, guys, I'm not the smartest guy in the world in fantasy, but I know football and I played it. God, I ain't never had no coach go sit a guy down that ball out a year before. Why would you sit him down? If you bring in a new guy that's a phenom, you play both of them. Yeah. You don't sit him down. That's why I always knew. I was like, I don't care what y'all say about Michael Carter. He gonna play unless that coach is dumb, and that coach ain't dumb. Mm-hmm. So Michael Carter in the pass game is dynamic, but Breach Hall is gonna get his carries between the line of, between the 20s. But Michael Carter's gonna catch passes. So Michael Carter, and I always use Austin Eckler because he caught passes for years before he actually was a bell cow. He just got a few carries and caught a lot of passes. That's what Michael Carter is going to be, especially with this team young and growing. Michael Carter is the easy target for the quarterback. That's why Joe Flacco hyper-targeted Michael Carter and Mike White, because it was an easy target for a growing young team. They lost a couple of offensive linemen. The left tackle that they drafted out of Louisville, he got hurt. So they might have to get the ball out quick, and that tells me Michael Carter. All 3rd downs, Michael Carter going to be out there because he's one of the best 3rd down pass-catching running backs in the league. Okay. So
that's definitely cutting edge.
Yes.
I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see that one coming.
Yes, sir. So let me get to the chat, Richie, before you start. We'll get through some of these questions. Okay. Martin Castillo says, cutting edge, bruh, doing my last draft today. Yes, sir, bruh. Yes, sir. And Second Take says, bruh, what's up, man? And Second Take says, what a great draft last night by you. Appreciate it, bruh. And guys, I will show you some of my drafts. I'm going to show you my starting lineups before Thursday. Second Take says, but mine was better. It was okay. It's so-so, bruh. It's so-so. I'm going to whoop you. Don't take it offensive. And Nigel said, making any last minute leads, bruh.
Yeah,
No,
I just
I'm
sent it.
done.
I put it in the Discord. The Discord.
Okay.
It was in the Discord this morning. So go to Pretty Richie Discord and just click join. I think all we need is like 3 more. That's it.
3 more.
We good.
Yeah.
That's
it's
it.
A high stake, but it's high stake leads, guys.
Yeah.
This is my one high stake leads. And guys, right now I want y'all to let y'all know I'm gonna put up $50 for 12 of my guys that are on OnlyFans. Now listen, if you're not on OnlyFans, you got to pay $5 to get in this league. I said what I said. If you're not on OnlyFans, you got to pay $5. But if you're on OnlyFans, it's free. In the first place, take $50 home. It's best ball. So guys, hit me up after this live. Let me know that you want to get in that league. But you got to be on OnlyFans, and then you can do that, guys. And I'm gonna be doing it in the future. I'm talking about NFTs, shirts, PlayStations. Listen, I didn't want to give you that. I want to let other people get advantage, but I'm not going to try to do that. Guys, I'm going to have some nice prizes that I'm going to be investing in to show support to my guys that show support on OnlyFans. So you want to make sure you do that, guys. But yes, Nigel, appreciate it, bro. It's the high stakes league. And Life and Sports Talk with Jake. Life and Sports Talk with Jake. What's good, bro? He said, I messed up, bro. I draft Zeke and Cam Akers.
You have my deepest sympathy.
Yeah, I like Zeke, but Zeke and Cam, that's gonna be a little tough. It's gonna be a little tough. But if you got alpha wide receivers, you might be able to work the waiver wires. Second Take says Zeke, I feel is a good pick. I do too. Martin Castillo, he was like 100, bro. Fire. Thank you, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime, man. You've been showing support to the channel, bro. You've been showing, and I appreciate you. Life in Sports Talk with Jake says, I had to choose Akers in the 3rd round. Wait, that's way too early, Jake. That's way too early. But I get it. Let me read the rest of the thing. He says, 3rd round, not much running backs were left. Wow.
In the 3rd round?
He went 0 RB and everybody went robust. I got it. I get him.
How many people in the league? How many people?
That's what I'm saying, too. And he says, what was not much running backs were left. And if he can somehow get receptions, maybe he could be fine. It's a PPR league. He gonna get some receptions, bro, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be a running back for committee early. What you think?
Yeah, if you get Akers in the 3rd, you would have been better off grabbing your Kyle Pitts, and then getting Damian Pierce in the 5th round or something like that.
Yeah, if they took Damian Pierce in the 2nd round, this is a league, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, that's weird.
Yep. Martin Castillo says, Pretty Richie, you on YouTube?
Yeah, but I haven't started anything yet. Terry Good that's my dog. I'm his Batman. I'm his Robin. I'm the Robin to his Batman. Okay, I support him. I support Terry Good. When he need, I make sure he got. Okay, he's the foundation of this company. This business is his. I support him. I write for him and everything else like that. I make sure he good. Like I said, I'm the Robin to his Batman. Now, whether that will develop into a channel later on down the line, I don't know. But as of right now, no, I'm his sidekick right now.
Yep. And guys, also to be fair to Pretty Richie, right now, so he's putting in work. We're just trying to come collab together and build something. But as the time go on, guys, this could be 50-50 thing. We don't know where this is going to go. And we know this channel is going to grow. So we kind of just taking it year by year, day by day, just trying to see what things how it end up in, guys. But Richie, I plan on him being a part of this channel forever. That's hopefully hopefully that happens. And I'm not gonna give you all the business acquisitions of what we think
Yes.
is going to pass, but Richie is a part of Fantasy Good Sports, guys. He writes, he's an employee of Fantasy Good Sports. So
that's right.
And he's the first employee, so he gets first dibs on everything. Nobody's gonna get what he's gonna get.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And Nigel says super chats turned off, bro. I gotta put in work. I gotta get the super chats to get turned on. I gotta put more watch hours in. Guys, share my stuff. Y'all seen the TikToks? I didn't make it because y'all didn't share my stuff. You remember them TikToks? They say that all the time. You gotta share it, bro, to get my watch time up, and then I can start receiving super chats. But thank you, Nigel.
If everybody in here plays fantasy and loves fantasy football, you wouldn't even be watching this channel. So share it. If you share it, that's numbers right there. You know, just share it. You know, you don't be greedy. I know you want to keep it a secret so that you can win your leagues and everything like that. But look at the other side of the coin. That's all. Just share it.
Yep, that's why you got OnlyFans. You can come on OnlyFans, and I'm gonna give you cutting edge content. Also, Richie too, which he's gonna be getting a Patreon soon, guys. But also, you reading Richie content and using both of us as tools, guys, is gonna build you into champions. So nobody, even though people watching my YouTube, they're not gonna steal your players because you're gonna be on OnlyFans, and I'm gonna be addressing your team personally, right? So you can grow. No other content creator has the value that I has, so they can't really get to you personable like that. But guys, even with me with 50,000 subscribers, I'm still gonna be applying my personableness to you. That's what I think puts me ahead of other fantasy channels. It's not just my knowledge, because I don't know everything, but together as a community, we got this, right? I know a lot as a community, but by myself, guys, I'm just trying to be very personable and trying to give you what you need and don't treat you like a number, treat you like a person. That's what my mission. That's my mission statement. Yeah. So second take says Martin Castillo. This is his username, PrettyRichie. I don't know if he posts though. He gonna start posting on Twitter and stuff, guys, and also Facebook. Absolutely. And yes, that
is my name too on Twitter. PrettyRichie. That's it. I'm easy to find.
And Martin Castillo says, "Yeah, thank you." And second take, yes, sir. And second take says Zeke getting goal line, and Zeke is at RB2. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that too, with him getting goal line carries and being an RB2. Yes, I'm fine with that. Whatever I get, I think it is cherry on top. Tommy David Walker, he said, y'all like Dylan or Pollard more? What you like, Richie?
Ooh, in a PPR league, straight up PPR league, you got to go with. You don't have to. Oh man, that's a wash. I got. You know what? I'm gonna go with Pollard because he's more electrifying. He's more fast, and you got that sleeker body where he's going to be used in the passing game. And I love Dylan though. Okay. This is my answer. I like Pollard weeks 1 through 8, but then when they get cold, I like Dylan.
Yeah. Yep. That's Dylan. That's his thing. I'm gonna say Dylan all day. Pollard gonna boom, but Dylan is a starter. What people don't want to say, he's the starter. He's starting. Pollard ain't starting. Even though he's gonna get a lot of value and a lot of opportunities, Dylan is starting. And if Aaron Jones, if he fumbled a bag, and listen, people don't know his contract is not guaranteed next year. He's gonna be willing to take a discount and say, I just want to stay here because he knows that Dylan.
That's LaFleur's guy. LaFleur handpicked him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yep. And he catch passes like Aaron Jones. Now he's not the pass catcher that Aaron Jones is. I'm not gonna sit there and cap. But Aaron Jones, I think, like, gonna actually have a role where he's gonna be catching a lot of passes. Aaron Jones could catch 80 to 90 passes, but Dylan's gonna be getting all those goal line carries. So I don't think Pollard would be able to compete with that. That's just me.
Right.
Yep. And user nerd says, I like Ramondre Stevenson. I like Ramondre Stevenson too, bro. Especially for his
RB2. RB2. Yep. RB2 that you can get in rounds 9, 10, or 11.
Yep. And second take says, what's up, Life and Sports Talk with Jake? Yes, sir. And second take says, Tommy David Walker. Yes, I think I must draft. And second take says, everyone like and sub. Yes, sir. Make sure you share it too, guys. This is cutting edge content. And second take says, the OnlyFans. Yes, sir. Way to pick up the pieces, second take. Guys, sign up for the OnlyFans. I'm not taking off any clothes or anything weird. I'm providing fantasy football content. That's what I'm doing, right? I'm providing fantasy football content. And why am I
That's
going to
right.
Patreon like everybody else when I'm
Right.
starting a very, very saturated pool of guys
Right.
that do this, been doing this a long time? I got to be cutting edge. I can't come on. Guys, go follow me at Patreon.
Right.
Yes, yeah, I got a
Yes.
great Patreon. You're like, oh, that's another guy. Look at that brother on there. Think he know what he's talking about. He don't know nothing. But I said,
Right.
OnlyFans. Did he just say OnlyFans? Let me see what he's talking about. What is he talking about?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? So, and Tommy Davis says, yes, Ingram and Kamara like 4 years ago. So he's saying the squeezing the backfield. Like Ingram and Kamara, you could play both of them like 4 years ago.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And Tommy Davis says, if Harris isn't traded, he's playing. That's right. But he's not going to he's not going to catch any passes. They got rid of James White, retired. Pierre Strong ain't coming in taking no pass catches over Ramondre. Ramondre is going to be the guy that we thought James White was going to be. And Ramondre is going to get some goal line work. So Ramondre is filling in two things that one thing we knew he was going to get, like goal line work and some opportunities. But did we ever think he was going to be a pass catching back? So that's why I'm putting him up there, why I like him as a handcuff, because he's going to be catching. He might catch 60 passes this year.
He's got standalone value.
Yes, he does. He does. Life in Sports Talking. Jake says, how are we doing, Second Take? Yes, sir. Guys, this is a great community. You see, we talk to each other in the chat. This is a great community. This is a community you want to subscribe to.
Exactly.
And Second Take says, enjoying, ready for week one. We all is, Second Take. We all is. And Second Take says, yeah, last night I needed my Mahomes Kelsey stack and Brady Godwin stack. I feel you, bro. Did you get it? I haven't had a chance to look at your team yet, man. Second Take says, I am comparing this to Lenny and CMC. Can I compare this to Barkley? I know for a fact Giants will be trailing, will be trailing most games. So do you think Barkley gets the load or gives some to Matt Breida? He ain't giving no pass catching work to Matt Breida, but Matt Breida might come in if Saquon break a long run or he just need to come out for a little bit. But if they throwing the ball, it's going to be Saquon. They're going to put Saquon at wide receiver a lot this year. Remember, Saquon has a chance to catch 80 to 100 balls.
Yes. Yes.
And I love the NFL where they're going, guys. The NFL is going to pass catching running backs 100 balls. Using running backs and running them underneath center like every time, it shortens their career by 3 to 4 years. But if you get them out in space, they can last 10 years.
Exactly.
I said, but remember Kevin Falk from the Patriots? He was a pass catching back. He was there in the league for 15 years and was good.
Right. Exactly.
Was good.
Because it's not all running backs are going to get hit, but it's the types of hits that you take. When you go out in open space, you get hit by the cornerbacks, who are lighted at like 180 pounds. Rather, you going up the middle all the time, you got the defensive linemen on you, them 240, 235-pound linebackers hitting you. That's a different type of hit. Mm-hmm. Different type of effect on your body.
Yes, he's right, guys. He's giving y'all the knowledge. Out in space, you nicked me, I failed.
Exactly.
But if coming up, we beating head up with a linebacker. God, that's why we all get to play. I probably got CTE right now. Sometimes, stuff don't go my way. I get angry because, I had to block that linebacker 5 times in a row. We had to put our helmets on each other 5 times in a row. That shit is old, crazy Viking ball. They're not playing football that way. Now, listen, I respect the game for those soldiers. Hell yeah, those are soldiers. I'm a soldier. That's why I had the attitude that I got. But was it good for my health? Probably not. That's why the game is changing, guys. Guys are not going to run into guys like that all the time and do that to play the old school way. So getting guys out in space extends their career. And they want to get these bags now. So they're not going to let teams just run them in the ground. Let me see. Zone 6, what's up, bro? He gave us a thumbs up and a fire emoji, PrettyRichie. Yep. Appreciate you, bro. Subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. This is cutting edge content, bro. I appreciate you being here, man. This is a great community.
Absolutely.
Zone 6 is looking forward to this. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And that's the OnlyFans again, guys. Make sure you sign up before Thursday. It's $10 and you grandfather clause in for life. When I get 500,000 subscribers, my price might be 25. You want to still be paying 10. You don't want to be paying at 25. So make sure you sign up before Thursday because the price of the change. Second Take says, I agree with that Carter. I had a convo with someone on Hall saying they are getting all the workload, which I disagreed with, and saw reports and what you were saying the whole summer. Thank you, Second Take. And reason why, Brandon, it ain't the fact that I'm right, but you giving me respect for the work that I put in. And I only got 1,000 some subscribers. These guys got 40,000. They don't say what I say, so I don't want them to go. I don't want people to know. Oh well, and I'm not gonna say none of the names of the big guys because I watch them too. But they did a video and they just said that Rashad Penny's gonna be good this year. Bro, I did that 6 months ago. So
exactly,
you can't put it on the same scale with me. So I told you I didn't have to hear no coach speak. Does that make me some type of guy like I can read minds? No. That's the knowledge that I have, guys, by playing football for so many years. I know ain't no coach that's gonna sit nobody down when this guy was balling out per catch, per carry. So that's why I stood by him all year, because I'm like, this guy's too good.
He's too good.
Yeah,
the last 6 weeks, I was sold. I was frustrated with him because I had him in Dynasty. He was always on the injury report.
Yeah.
But when he actually was fully healthy and he played the full game, he was the RB1.
Yes, he had 55 points. He had 12? Come on, let's give him the stats. What he had, 12 catches? PrettyRichie? He had 12 catches.
I don't remember the exact stats, but I know he won me a championship. I remember
that. Yes, sir. He had 12 catches for like 80 or 90 yards. Then he had another 15 carries for 120. He went off that week. I was like, yeah, this guy's phenom is a strong word, but this guy's a good running back.
Yes, he is.
Yep. And Zone 6 says Team 1, 12-man PPR. So, bruh, I will say this. I don't rate teams on fantasy, on like my YouTube lives. That's what I do on my OnlyFans. But, bruh, since you the first time here, I'll rate it this time. But I don't like to do it because it just slows the live down. I don't have the time to do that. But I'm going to do it this time. So make sure you go sign up for OnlyFans Zone 6. Appreciate you being here, bruh. He says Team 1. Mahomes, St. Brown, I love those 2 picks. Cooks, love it. Kelsey, love it. Patterson is okay. I love Zeke where you got him. I'm pretty sure you got him like round 4 or 5. Adams, Colts defense, I like that. You got the Colts kicker. Colts defense too. Damian Pierce, you killing it. Julio Jones, Boyd, Claypool, Golf, Mo, Alec Cox. I'm gonna give this A-.
I give it a B.
Okay.
Only because of my stance on Zeke. Claypool is still hurt. If it's PPR, yeah, I give it a B. I give it a solid B.
I'm giving
Julio
it an
Jones.
A-.
He's gonna get you 3 good games. Julio Jones gonna get you 3 good games.
I agree. The only reason why I went to A- because I liked like 4 or 5 of his players, what I think are really great players for fantasy this year. Mahomes and the Kelsey stack is nice.
Yes,
that's the number 1 wide receiver on this team.
Yes,
St. Brown, I believe, has a chance. And look, I'm biased on this. I think he has a chance to be a top 5 wide receiver.
Yes, absolutely.
I love St. Brown. Cooks, we know what Cooks is, the most consistent wide receiver, the second most consistent wide receiver of the history of the game, to Mike Evans. So,
and I like Mo Ali Cox. I love Mo Ali Cox as a sleeper very much.
I do too. And then he got Damian Pierce.
Yes.
Damian Pierce. So if Zeke does anything, you're going to be able to put Damian right there. I think this is a good team. I think Claypool, as long as he's healthy, he's going to get a lot of touchdowns. I think Claypool will have 10-plus touchdowns. So, bro, I'm going to say this is an A- just because certain players that I really, really like on your team. Ian Taylor says, what's up, fellas? So who would be the top wide receiver in Green Bay? Christian Watson.
Yeah, well, Romeo Dubes is going to be there first because he has the most rapport with Aaron Rodgers because he's been there. Christian Watson's been nursing that knee injury. He just came back last week. So now he has to play catch up when it comes to the rapport with the quarterback. So I would give him at least 4 to 5 weeks because right now he has a rapport with Randall Cobb already, who's a veteran, but I'm not saying start Randall Cobb for fantasy. Please don't do that. What I'm saying is he has different rapports with guys. Lazard, Alan Lazard, he's going to produce the first 5 weeks too, because he's the veteran there, and Aaron is used and comfortable to him, knows what he can do. So he's at least going to be hyper targeted anyway, to say the least. Then Sammy Watkins, you know what? Sammy Watkins is talented, man, but I think he's going to boom like the first 2 weeks.
Yeah,
like he always do. He gonna be Sammy. He gonna boom for those 2 weeks. Give the rookies Romeo Dubes and other boy Christian Watson an opportunity to step in and get their bearings and their feet under them, the NFL bearings under them. Then it's gonna take off. I love Dubes though early, and then Christian Watson later.
Yep. The only thing that I would say is, do you remember Odell Beckham coming in the league where he was out the whole training camp with a hamstring?
Yes.
And,
I remember that.
And then he didn't start to week 4 because they still thought he was going to be healthy, but he wasn't. He wasn't healthy week 1, 2, and 3. But then week 4, he come out and the coach, even the head coach was like, well, he needs to be out here. He should have been out here. I thought he would have been healthy. And he came out and went for 130. So I'm not saying Christian Watson is not ODB. I'm not saying that. That's two different skill sets. ODB ball skills is one of the best to ever play the game. I said
exactly.
Him watching the ball and catching it at different angles is superior. It's like we ain't never seen nobody be able to do that. Maybe Randy Moss, but But Christian Watson's athletic ability is superior. He's 6'3", 6'4", runs like a little small gadget guy. Like he's so quick. And he can catch slants and take them to the crib. So as he gets acclimated with Aaron, and Aaron say, well, that's the big play guy. Yes. That's the boom that you talked about, Richie, to how you win fantasy weeks. And that's why I say Christian Watson. But Romeo Dubs is going to be the safest guy to pick out of all of them. Alan Lazard is a little nicked up. That's why I ain't say Alan Lazard. He's nicked up right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And let me see. Ian Taylor says, wait a minute. Let me go back to the question. I'm sorry. And he says, should I pick him up or drop Rondell Moore for depth? Pick up Christian Watson. Rondell Moore is going to be fine, but I don't know what's going to happen on Arizona. We have to see a couple of weeks to see what's going to happen. So I'm going to say Christian Watson for later on the season for the biggest boom.
Right.
Ian Taylor, what's up? That's what Second Take says. And Rashad Forbes, what's up, bro? He said, what's up, bro?
What's up, Rashad?
Yes, sir. And Second Take says, I would have waited for A.J. Dillon and getting a wide receiver 3rd round. I would have waited for A.J. Dillon and getting a wide receiver 3rd round. I guess so. I mean, I don't know. It just depends on your leagues. What you think, Richie?
I'm not understanding that question.
Yeah, I'm not in either. So listen, Second Take, just put it back in the chat and let us know what question you referring to. We got so many questions, bro, but sometimes we forget. We can't go back up the chat.
Okay.
Austin Kohler, what's up, Austin? He said, yo, good. What's good? What's good with you, bro?
What's good, Austin?
That's my homie, Austin. Hey, Austin, one day, hopefully, will come on the channel and talk about golf and some other sports. He's really good. And I gave him that opportunity. He's just busy with life right now. But Austin is where I see my channel growing into all the fantasy sports. That's why I never said fantasy football or fantasy good football. I did fantasy good sports. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Second Take says, click the button, guys. Yes,
absolutely.
Sir. Click that like button.
Improve that algorithm, yes.
And Zone 6 says Team 2. So I think he already did this before I had told him. But he says 12-man lead. Prescott, Thomas, Cooks, Andrews. That's solid. Patterson, Zeke, Harris, Coach D. He loved the Colts. Coach kicker.
Yeah, I see that.
He got
it's the same lineup.
The same lineup, just about Claypool, but he got T Hill. Is that got to be Taysom Hill, don't it? At the bottom, that can't be Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's Taysom Hill.
Yeah, that's Taysom Hill. Bro, I'm gonna give this one B-.
Yeah,
Prescott,
say B.
I'm not that high on Prescott. Thomas is.
Oh, I love Prescott. Now that's a whole other story.
Yeah. I think Prescott is fine. I just don't think his ceiling is that high. So I'm gonna say B-. That's just my. What you give him?
I give it a B- as well. Okay. It's basically just almost the same lineup. You just replaced. No, you still got Claypool. You like them injured guys.
Yeah. I like Claypool. I think Claypool is gonna be a beast this year. I like Claypool over Pickens. I really do. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I like Claypool. But yeah, man, I give this a B minus, bro. Zone 6 says can't steal players. You don't have the same picks. Okay. Can't steal players. You don't have the same picks. I get you. I get what you're saying, bro. And Patty says flex week 1, PPR, pick 1. Juju, Penny, Lazard, Woods, Evans. He said pick 1.
Pity.
Yeah, you know it. I'm going with the RB. I'm going with Penny. Yes, sir. Kevin, what's good, bro? He said, Titty, what's good, bro? What's good with
What's good, Kevin? What's good, Kev?
And Maya just said, laughing my ass off. I don't know what he's laughing at. He's laughing at something that we saying. Dean James Talley, what's up, bro? He said, went 0 RB and ended up with AJ Dillon and Davis Pierce. That's what I call a 0 RB lineup.
Yeah.
That's what
Nice.
I'm okay with those guys because those guys going to grow into roles and they big guys. They should be healthy for 17 weeks.
Oh, yeah. I love them.
Yep. Great 0 RB strategy. I love those 2 running backs. And Emma, what's that name? Can you say that name? I don't want to kill his name.
Emily.
I'm sorry, bro.
Is that Emily? Emily Collier.
I'm not going. That's a dude.
Oh, Emil.
Emil. Yeah. MLA or Emil. What's up, Emil? Hey, bro. We ain't trying to kill your name, bro. Glad to see you here, man. You had a great place, man. This is a great channel. This is a great community. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, bro. This is cutting edge content also. But he says, who you starting week 1, Aaron Rodgers or Trey Lance? I'm going to go with you first, Richie.
Trey Lance.
I am too, because the upside, right?
Exactly. Upside. So you can't. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a glorified game manager this season.
You're right. I agree with him. Second Take says, yes, I got those stacks. Okay. So he was telling some of the stack players that we was talking about. He got them. And Kevin says, TD, I got sent a trade offer today, and I am conflicted because I'm high on both players. I give up Pickens and a first for DK. What do you think? Maybe try the lower to first. Give up Pickens and a first. No, I'm not giving up the first.
That's too much. That's too much.
That's too much.
That's too much, yeah.
That's too much. I wouldn't do that. I maybe give up Pickens and maybe a second. Maybe. Depends on how hard you want Pickens.
Pickens in the third. Pickens in the third.
Yep. Zone 6 says, no, not looking for your evaluation. I'm the truth. Okay, bro. Okay. I appreciate it.
That's it.
Yep. No, I'm not requesting an evaluation. I know how the YouTube game goes. I was sharing my teams, not looking for approval. Okay, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Appreciate it. Life and Sports Talk with Jay. He says, my team, Jalen Hurts, Akers, Zeke, Chase, Debo, Brandon Cooks, Nick Foles, Saints, D. My team.
I like it.
Jalen Hurts, Akers.
I like it.
Okay, he's giving his team out. The one when he asked us earlier about, he had Akers and Zeke. So he got Chase and Debo and Brandon Cooks. So those are good receivers. Yeah, he got good wide receivers. And let me see. Dean James Talley says, so who is better to have on the bench right now? Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, or Sky Moore? If you need a starter for week 1, Romeo Doubs. Dobbs. I'm sorry. I think it's Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs if you need a starter for week 1.
Correct.
If it's for the season to get that boom, it's Christian Watson, if you ask me.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and start. I think you next, Richie. What's your next guy?
My next guy is I'm stuck between. No, I'm gonna go with Rondell Robinson only because of the depletion of that wide receiving core. Kenny Galladay hasn't shown me anything since the days of Detroit. Sterling Shepard stays hurt. They say he's back. He may steal a little bit of work from Wandell because Wandell is a rookie. Okay, so rookies most likely take a little bit of time to get their bearings, NFL bearings on them. He's a smaller guy too. I think he's like 188, 190. Okay, but like you said earlier, the NFL game is played differently today. His skill set, the coaches know you got to get him out in space. You got to give him the round handoffs and intermediate route pass and everything like that, you can't give it to him up the middle. He's not going to take no handoffs up the middle. He's a smaller. He's going to be. Is he going to be projected to be in the slot? I believe
Yeah, he's
slot
gonna be in the
wide
slot.
receiver.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the
Yes.
slot, and they're gonna use
Yeah.
him at
So
running
that.
back a little bit.
Yeah. So he's going to be able to utilize his speed. You know what I mean? Which is elite. You know, it's elite at this point. And Danny Jones doesn't have that many reliable options. He's not going to take a lot of pop shots because you know it's Danny Jones. Unfortunately, not let's Tyrod Taylor getting there, then that's going to change a little things. But if Danny Jones is under center, he's going to be taking the short things, and he doesn't have a tight end. The tight end Ingram went to Jacksonville, so it's
Yep,
Wandell's going to be get a lot of targets that not many people are even thinking about right now. So
I
my
agree.
my sleeper is going to be Wandell Robinson.
I agree. I agree. I like Rondell Robinson. I like how you used him as a RB kind of handcuff. Because
Exactly.
I don't think Matt Breeder's gonna get anything really on this team.
No.
So I like how you use that. But guys, my next two guys, and I'm gonna go give you two real quick. He already said it. It's Tony Pollard and Naeem Hines. I'm not gonna regurgitate what he's already said, but Tony Pollard, I like Tony Pollard too. I squeeze that backfield. This is a backfield that I will squeeze. And Naeem Hines, I squeeze that backfield too. I'll play both of these guys together with their handcuffs, guys. But to move on, my next one, guys, is Raheem Mostert, and it's to Chase Edmonds. I think Raheem Mostert, listen, he's made it out of training camp. I'm gonna go ahead and put him on the list now. Because earlier this year, I wasn't putting him on the list because he was so injury prone. But now
Right.
I'm gonna put him on the room. Raheem Mostert, guys, he's explosive, he's fast, he's one of the fastest guys in the NFL. If he
He's
can
cutting
stay
edge.
healthy, yes, each game that he's healthy, guys, he's gonna be really good. So I love Raheem Mostert for a handcuff for Chase Edmonds. They not gonna get Chase Edmonds to goal line carries. You know how many touchdowns Chase Edmonds has on the 5 yard line? It's 2. Raheem
Okay.
Mostert got over 10. So
Nice.
I feel like Raheem Mostert is going to be used on goal line, and I thought Sony Michel was going to be that guy if Raheem Mostert couldn't make it out of count, but he did. So I
Right.
think Raheem Mostert is a great handcuff to have for Chase Edmonds on Miami Dolphins.
Absolutely.
Go.
I like you. I like you.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out a sleeper one right here. Jalen Warren from the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is strictly a handcuff. You just draft him as your only draft this guy if you have Najee Harris, because as long as Najee Harris is healthy, he's not going to see nothing. But the fact that he, as a rookie, an undrafted rookie, he beat
Yep.
out veteran Benny Snell and the rest of the boys
Yep.
that's on there. So
Yep.
that says a lot. That says a lot. And we know how much that Najee Harris gets the ball. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Within the offense, the NFL is serious. And it only takes one play to get. You got guys going down for no contact injuries these days. So
Yep.
all it takes is one injury to Najee Harris, and Jalen Warren's in the house. He'd be automatically a strong flex play for fantasy purposes.
Yes, I agree with that. Warren, you showed his special. If he can beat out Benny Snell, that's a 4-year veteran, and
Right.
Anthony McFarland, that's a 2-3 year veteran, that shows you something about Warren, what they think about Warren. So if anything happened to Najee with them, because they said that he had a Liz Frank sprain. It wasn't, he didn't hurt himself, so he had a sprain, but he's better now. So if anything goes down with Najee with his foot injury,
Right.
here comes Warren.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Exactly.
And they could be running back committee by early, but eventually I would think that he's better than these guys, and I think he would get a lot of those carries. So, guys,
Okay.
my next guy is Melvin Gordon from the Denver Broncos. Now, the reason why I'm high on Melvin Gordon is because it's Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon, he came back to Denver. Maybe he didn't get the bag that he wanted from other places, but they're not just going to give it to Javonte because of what I said earlier. You don't run running backs into the ground. Why would you run Javonte in the ground like they did Zeke, and then the fourth year when you got to give him the bag, he's no good anymore.
Right.
So that's why I believe Melvin Gordon is going to be keeping Javonte fresh. So I'm saying draft Javonte in the 3rd or 4th round because he's going to always be fresh because of Melvin. He's going to have a lot of touchdown upside. I think Jonathan Javonte Williams has more goal line touchdown? Yeah, and more goal line touchdown than Melvin Gordon also because Melvin Gordon is not their future. So they're going to give that to Javonte. But if Melvin Gordon break out some long runs, he'll be okay. And this is the biggest one. If anything happens to Javonte, You got
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon. He'll be
Mm.
a RB, a fringe RB1.
Exactly.
I said what I said. He'll be a fringe
Absolutely.
RB1. Yep. So go ahead, Richie. Go to your next guy.
My last guy is going to be Kenneth Walker. No, I'm sorry. I got two more, right, actually.
Okay.
Kenneth Walker, I might as well go ahead and let the cat out the bag. Even though I love Rashad Penny, we all know that he has an extensive injury history. So the phenom rookie that came out of there, he didn't catch passes out of the backfield in the college because he was not asked to do so. Does that mean that he doesn't have the talent to do it? From what I'm hearing out of Kid, the boy has a 3-down back skill. He can catch passes out of the backfield. So if in the event that Rashad Penny does go down, Kenneth Walker, the rookie, will step in as an RB2, high end 3 running back. Because they love Seattle, they're gonna run the ball. That's all they're gonna do all year.
Yep.
Especially with the quarterbacks.
Yes. And I got Kenneth Walker on there too, guys. And this is for a deep stash. Does anything happen to Penny? Because it's happened his whole career, right?
Right.
So I'm not saying I don't like Penny because I love Penny, but Kenneth Walker,
Right.
I'm trying to get Kenneth Walker wherever I'm drafting Penny because I need that backup, right? In case something happens. So that's what it is. I don't need. Yep. I don't need him to catch passes. I just need him to be a part of Pete Carroll's offense, and that's what Kenneth Walker is. So he's a nice handcuff, and you can't squeeze this backfield.
No.
Because Kenneth Walker's been hurt. If he hadn't been hurt, I think you could have. I think both of these guys would have got carries. But now we have to wait it out for a while, at least the first quadrant, and see what happens.
Right.
Okay, Richard, you said you got one more guy?
Yeah, one more guy, Kenneth Gainwell, out of Philadelphia Eagles there. I love him, but you know what? The other week, Boston Scott, he came in a preseason game and he looked really good, and that took some steam off of my evaluation, my assessment for Gainwell, because I think that Gainwell is still the guy, but the team, like you said, teams reward you when you perform well. Yes. So I hope that it doesn't eat into Gainwell's ceiling moving forward, because they got Miles Sanders there, and that's going. If you have Boston Scott there taken away from one or the other, it's going to be a full-blown committee. And for fantasy purposes, we try to stay away from the committees, but as long as I would love for one of them not to suit up, that way you can make a decision. Anyway, but Gainwell, he's in the same stratosphere, the same realm as Tony Pollard.
Yes, he is. I agree with that. So, guys, I'm gonna talk about my last two handcuffs, and then we're gonna get out of here. Jerick McKinney. I think Jerick McKinney is gonna have a nice role. I would target Jerick McKinnon over CEH. I said what I said. I would target Jerick McKinnon over CEH because it's cheap. Because the ADP. I'm not drafting no CEH. I'd rather draft a bunch of other running backs before I draft CEH. So what did I do to get a part of this backfield? Is Jerick McKinnon, because that's why they hired him. That's why they still retain him. So he's gonna catch a lot of passes. So sometimes passes, especially in bye weeks, they'll give you the 10-point floors that would helps you get by and win that week. So that's why I got Jerick McKinnon on here. I'm not saying he's going to be better than CEH, but I believe that he's a better ADP value where you're not messing up your team. Whatever happened to Jerick McKinnon, you doesn't care. You don't care.
Yeah.
But if you take CEH at his ADP, you're going to be looking around. It's like, dang, well, this player outdid him. I messed up my team. But with Jerick McKinnon, it's nobody else around his ADP that's going to really challenge him. So I like Jerick McKinnon. I love Jerick McKinnon.
Nice. Interesting.
Yes. Also, excuse me, guys. Also, the next guy that I like is Mark Ingram. Yes, Mark Ingram. Listen, I'm not saying that Alvin Kamara is going to miss some games to look like this is going to happen next year. But if anything, injuries or he gets suspended or anything like that, we know that Mark Ingram can get goal line carries. I'm not saying Mark Ingram is going to break long touchdowns. This is just a goal line carry guy. They're going to put him out there. Even with Alvin Kamara, there's some. They're going to give him some goal line carries. Just to keep Alvin Kamara fresh, right? So I love Mark Ingram to back up Alvin Kamara with the New Orleans Saints. So, guys, let me get to the chat real quick.
Cutting edge stuff right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Click the like button, please. Share. Like and subscribe.
Mike says, bro, what's up, bro? I always show support. He says, I agree. I think he was agreeing with something that we said earlier about some handcuffs.
Okay.
And in zone 6 again says Life in Sports Talk with Jake, not high on Hurts though. So they were just chopping it up between those two.
Okay.
And zone 6 says, which platform do you guys prefer? I like Yahoo. I like Sleeper.
Yes, I like Sleeper.
I'm a Sleeper guy. I like Sleeper.
ESPN is good too. I like ESPN too.
I do. Those are my two favorites. ESPN. Listen, anywhere you can play fantasy football, I like it.
Right.
I'm a fantasy football hoe. So you can I go with anybody, right? Any of the platforms.
Right.
Mac Mike said I disagree. So he might have been disagreeing with Jerick McKinnon. That's fair, bro. That's fair. I just not high on CEH. And he said CEH season, bro. He's saying this is gonna be his season. It could be. It could be. I'm not gonna sit there and say it ain't. I'm just not. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Right.
I'm not gonna as what George Bush said. Fool, I'm not gonna get fooled again, right? He didn't know what to say. I ain't gonna get fooled again. I'm not picking no CEH no more. If CA bust out, hey, I'm gonna be giving your homage, bro. I don't want them. So
right.
When I say I don't want guys, that don't mean they suck. It's just I'm not playing musical chairs with them. I don't know. My assessment, my assessment doesn't tell me that he's gonna boom out this year. Because I'm not gonna be disingenuous and say that CEH is injury prone when I've been champion Rashad Penny, but I can see why Rashad Penny runs a 4.4. Rashad Penny's 230 pounds. Rashad Penny busted out for 6 games, was the RB1. CEH, I seen 3 good games. Like his first game of his season, and then a couple other games like that. So, guys, that's the only reason why I'm talking about CEH. I'm not saying he can't bust out because he can. Guys, this is fantasy. Anything can happen. That's why I never tell you, you better do what I say do. You just take my input and be like, well, no, I'm not going to do that, TD. And then you make your own decision because it's your fantasy team.
Exactly.
Yep. And we got 2 more comments, and then we're going to get out of here. Mike says, laugh out loud. I feel you. I got him in the 6th round. Okay, that's good value. That's different.
That's good value.
Right? That's good value because usually he's going in what, like the 4th or the 5th?
4th or 5th. 4th or 5th.
And Max, he said, what's up, TD? Yes, sir, bro.
What's up, Max? How you doing, Max?
Yes, sir. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Guys, it's fantasy football time. Listen, on Thursday night, I'm going to do a DFS. I'm going to tell y'all who to play on DFS for DraftKings, Super Draft, and FanDuel. And I'm also do starts and sits for that game. On Thursday, I do a randoms and starts and sits, but I'm not going to do that on Sunday. Sunday is just going to be questions and answers.
Right.
So, yes, we do. So 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is when we going live, Richie. Richie going to be on the lives with me, guys, helping me give y'all a different perspective, right?
That's right.
Richie, when he can. Richie still got another gig, guys. Look, guys, Richie be going to get it. He got about 18 jobs.
That's right.
He got 18 jobs. He don't sleep. I don't know how he do this. But yeah, guys. So we're gonna come on by 10 o'clock. So be ready, guys. Hey, I'm excited. Let me see. I like CH. He's zone 6 says I like CHA this year a little better. I wouldn't take that risk though. I agree with you. And Joe Looney, what's up, bro? He said Hilliard's second on the depth chart to King Henry. Hilliard's.
Yeah. Oh, I put him in. He was in the article. I put Dontrell Hilliard would be the backup. I put that in the article back in May. We called this stuff out way early. Everybody's surprised and stuff like this. This stuff is out there. It's a part of the article. It's part of this community. As long as you follow this community, you probably will get it first. I said what I said.
Tell him, Richie. Tell him. Yes, sir. So, guys, Richie, go ahead and shout out your stuff and tell everybody where to find you and whatever you want to say, bro. We getting out of here. So tell them whatever you want.
Like I said, I'm real easy to find. I'm PrettyRichie 1111, or straight up PrettyRichie. I'm easy to find. I'm on Twitter. Got a Patreon waiting to be approved. And you can find, if you got Fantasy Good Sports, you got Terry Good, you got me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And guys, you know where to find me at. The link is in the description. Go to the link. Go to the links, guys. Click all the links. You can find me on any social media. And guys, Richie will be posting videos on those social medias by himself. And as time go on, guys, he'll be posting videos by himself on YouTube. But right now, we're gonna start off with Facebook and TikTok, and he's gonna be posting pictures, guys. So make sure you go follow him on that. And I will be posting those links in the description box as he build those platforms. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. This was a great live. Peace.
Peace.
Yes, sir.